Hey everyone, welcome to a new vlog. It is Sunday night. I do not normally start vlogs on a Sunday night, but I was feeling inspired, so I picked up the camera and I thought I would kind of share my Sunday evening with you. First things first, if you follow my vlog, you will know this is exciting for me because there is no Peloton here. I got a Peloton. This lighting is always terrible, sorry. I got my Peloton like towards the tail end of the pandemic. The studios still weren't open and it was winter and like I couldn't run outside because it was so dark and there was nowhere to get cardio in, and anyway, all these things. And I was running quite a bit at the time, or trying to, and so I got the Peloton as like a way of cross training since I couldn't go to a spin studio. And I loved it for like the first 6 months. I was all about it. And then over the course of the next, I think it's been like 2 or 3, maybe like 3 years now, it just started collecting clothes and dust and just became a clothes hanger. And like my room is decent size but not that big, and I want to get a slightly bigger bed and I wanted more space to move around, and I film in here a little bit, so I just thought, you know what, let's get rid of Peloton. So yeah, I was talking to my hairstylist Jessica the other day when I got my hair cut, and I was just mentioning to her, and she's like, funny, I've kind of been thinking about getting a Peloton, looking at getting one, and I was like, well, you can have mine. So we've done a little bit of a swap. She'll give me a nice haircut, and she's got my Peloton. So that's great. It was taking up a lot of mental space, you know, like just, I feel like I have a lot of clutter around me, and I'm not somebody who does well in like a cluttered, disorganized space. It really stresses me out emotionally and mentally, and like I need a bit of order. So like when my space is battery died, of course. As I was saying, when my space is disorganized, I feel disorganized, and I just feel like, you can see behind me, I'll show you, all this stuff over here. It's like clothes that I either need to donate, or like in that box is a pair of Vince Camuto boots that I ordered in 2 different sizes and then forgot to return one, and like there's just stuff that I need to get rid of because it's taking up mental and therefore emotional space, and I don't want it. And Peloton was one of these things, so it is gone. So happy about that. And I do have plans for this room. I'd like to change out my furniture. I've had this furniture for a good, like, at least a decade at this point. And there's nothing wrong with it necessarily. I mean, it is showing wear. Like, it's definitely worse for wear. And probably ready to be moved into the house of somebody who's in college. Like, my bed is actually missing parts, which is always concerning. And, like, it's a full, and I'd like to go up to a queen, and, like, I want to change, it's, like, black, and I'd like to change it to, like, a lighter brown or, like, a walnut. So yeah, so eventually all of this will hopefully change. But anyway, I thought I would share that with you because it was one of my April goals to start decluttering, and it's just so nice when things work out like that, right? Now, the other thing I'm doing, which it doesn't look like it right now, but you can see kitchen is in like full meal prep. I already made, this is like the depths of my refrigerator. I made a red cabbage, carrot, red onion slaw of sorts, and it's like the problem with being a single person is that when you cook for yourself, recipes make a lot, and like I could have cut it in half, but it's just like it doesn't always work anyway. So I've got a lot of slaw, and I'm gonna pawn some off on Amanda tomorrow. I hope it tastes good because I'm gonna give her some, and I don't know how it tastes really. I'm gonna give her some, and because we're going to a 7 a.m. bar class. It is currently 8:24, and I would like to be in bed in the next 3 hours, and I still need to prep cook, do my PT exercises, and wash my hair and dry my hair. So we got a lot to do, but I'm gonna make my chia pudding. I'm working on a quiche, got the slaw done, a quinoa and apple salad I'm hoping to do, and then I think I also have like stuff for chicken and broccoli this week, a couple other things. So yeah, just doing my Sunday thing. This is kind of how my Sundays go, right? Like I run errands And then meal prep, it's always a hair wash night. If I have time while I'm doing all this stuff, I'd like to start working a little bit more on my macrame bag that I started in the last vlog. I've got all the way around the base with like the one stitch, and now I need to kind of do the more decorative stitch part. And the one that they have on the tutorial is kind of basic, and I want to go off script. I think I talked about this last time. I was like, I want to go off script because I think I'd like to make something a little bit more elegant. So I think what I need to do actually is do some practice. Do some practice strands on a hanger that I have and just kind of see if I can make that work. So anyway, that's kind of what's happening. Let's get on with prep cook. Okay, well it's now 10:11. Not quite 11:11. I would like to be well on my way to sleep by 11:11. I don't think that's gonna happen. Anyway, I have chia pudding done, quiche done. This week's quiche is let's steepen up a little bit. Yeah, hold on. There we go. This week's quiche is basically like a margarita. I forgot to put basil in there, but whatever. I'm not a huge basil fan anyway. So a little bit of a tomato mozzarella quiche. Then, like I said, I've got the chia pudding and the carrot and red cabbage coleslaw. I've got some chicken defrosting for tomorrow's dinner. I've got quinoa prepped for a quinoa and apple salad that I'll be able to throw together really quickly tomorrow. And then I think I'm also going to make a macaroni and cheese tomorrow. I'm gonna do like a mushroom and onion mac and cheese, so I think that'll be good. Anyway, I'm gonna wash my hair and get to bed, but I will catch up with you tomorrow. Happy Monday, everybody. It is now like noonish, and the week did not start according to plan at all. My phone didn't charge last night, so I missed my alarm to get up and meet Amanda for the bar class. So, which is funny because I woke up at like around 5:30ish, I think, and looked at my watch, was like, oh, I have a few more minutes. So I went back to sleep, and then obviously my alarm didn't go off, which was for 6 o'clock. So if I had just gotten up, but yeah, so I missed that. She made it, good for her. And then because I live really close, she just swung by and said a quick hello. I felt really bad though, and I was a little bummed because I was really looking forward to like getting up and moving my body first thing in the morning. I think that's something I'd really like to get back in the habit of doing. I used to go to like a lot of 6:30 a.m. gym classes, but that's just not been the case lately. But something I'm hoping to get back into and looking into. I don't think I'm gonna prioritize it in the next couple of months, but definitely something that I want to prioritize in the second half of the year. I may have said that already, so sorry if I'm repeating myself. Anyway, I put on an outfit today that I like quite a bit. I'll show you. Starting from the bottom, some little Todd's loafers. I tight rolled some Madewell white denim. This is the utility jacket that I was gifted from a friend. She has the same one, and I saw it and I was like, oh, I really like that. Turns out it's from Costco. So she bought it for me at Costco. And I really, really liked it. And then I've got underneath, I've got my Saison, this is the Max shirt, and I just kind of popped out the colors this way. I really like that. I had a brown belt on and I just took it off because I'm just at home working. So I don't really need to dress like this to be at home, but this is an outfit I was thinking of yesterday. And I actually had it paired with black jeans originally and was going to do black boots, but the look just didn't feel like spring and it wasn't really what I was envisioning. So this is it. Some Miss Soma jewelry in the necklace. This ring I've talked about a bunch of times. It's actually from a boutique here. And then this ring is Miss Soma. I get complimented on it a lot. And the hair. I think I probably have mentioned already in this vlog, and I know I mentioned in the previous vlog that I am thinking of cutting my hair pretty significantly. And I think last night I came to the conclusion that I would like it to be more like collarbone length or like shoulder length. So somewhere, I mean, there's not a huge distance, right? So shoulder length, collarbone length. Because when I wear it curly, it's overwhelming how long my hair is, and I think that'll just look better when I want to wear my natural curl. And I'm just like, I don't know, I'm feeling like I really need a change. I feel like I'm not as edgy as I consider myself to be, not like edgy as in shocking or anything like that, but just a little bit like not quite so like mainstream sometimes. I don't know if that's the right word. I don't know what I'm thinking about. I just feel like I would like to have a little bit more edge. I feel like a lot of the way that I present myself lately, I could be just anybody on the street, and I'm trying to find a personal style that feels really accurate to who I am currently. And I feel like I'm missing a lot of color and pattern in my closet of late. I think a lot of us are. That's why we're starting to see a movement away from sort of the minimalist aesthetic and seeing a bit more color and a bit more personalization and some pattern brought in. I think we are all a little over the whole like minimalist chic quiet luxury thing. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it's a lovely aesthetic, but like anything that trends, if you are overexposed to it and you overindulge in it, you can often find yourself feeling a little bored. And I really like the aesthetic, and I do think I have more of a minimalist everyday aesthetic, but I also have the side of me that's really bold and really playful and likes high impact outfits. And like a bit of a maximalist approach. I remember I had for a while, like, I was putting together on Pinterest for a while, like some outfit ideas that I had, like, you know, where you take like a picture of the skirt and a picture of the top and you create the outfit. And I remember my roommate Katie at the time saying that it was a lot, like some of the outfits I was putting together were kind of a lot visually. And I think that's a fair critique. But sometimes that's the point. Sometimes you're going for like a maximalist impact, and certainly you could edit things down a little bit, but sometimes I think when we edit down, sometimes more is more. And I would like to indulge a little bit in the more is more side of my style. I don't think that the haircut is really all that edgy, but I feel like I need a change, like a refresh. And I think that a haircut is part of that. I was looking at my hair down today and I was like, oh, it's just so much hair, and it looks really good when it's sleek and blown out, but it doesn't look good in my natural hair. And I think I would like to wear my natural hair more, which is, you know, it's this kind of like curly, but it's not, yeah, anyway. I digress. It doesn't matter. I am just working. I am about to have what I will call like a brunchy thing, because I try not to eat until pretty late in the day. So just some chia seed pudding and some blueberries. I just have never been a breakfast person, so when I do intermittent fasting, I tend to like not eat till around noon. But I'm quite hungry. And I can't tell it to you. I'm sorry, not that anybody will care, but for my job, I write a lot of blog posts and content and stuff like that. Like, obviously I do this for fun, but like my job, I think I've said, is I work for a technology startup. And so I'm writing a blog post, and it's a competitor blog post, basically comparing us to, you know, one of our competitors. And I came up with a really clever and funny title, but it's a little too, like, it's a little, not mean, but it's like, it's too direct of a shot at them. But it's really funny. So I'm chuckling on the inside. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my breakfast, and I don't have any plans for this evening. It is sunny right now, which is great. I should check the forecast and see, because it's probably gonna rain later, but I think I might change into some, depending on the weather, I might change and go for a long walk and then do my PT exercises. So that's kind of really all that's on the schedule. Well, I dawdled, and now it's raining, but it'll clear up around 6, and then I can go for a walk. In the meantime, I want to take a break from work because I'm just in need of a little bit of a mental switch. And I want to do some of the prep cooking that I didn't get to do yesterday. So I'm gonna make, I found a recipe for this apple quinoa salad. It's got like apples and celery and dried cranberries and a couple of other things. And then I also want to do some prep for my dinner tonight. Maybe I'll just do all of it. I need to do a few more things for work, but they're pretty minor and they won't take very long, hopefully. So I think I'd rather spend like an hour or two cooking and then I'll get back to work. All right, salad done. I added a little bit of fresh parsley to mine. This dressing is really good. I got this recipe from Two Peas in Their Pod. So that's the dressing recipe. And I added a little bit of my own. I don't think this one called for celery. Did you call it for celery? Sorry, you can tell how blind I am by how big my screen is. But yeah, I'll link the recipe below. Hey, it is, well, 4 hours later. And I just went and did the long walk I mentioned and then did a little bit of like, I don't know, like maybe 10 minutes of jump roping. One of the things that they are asking me to do as part of my plantar fasciitis rehab is to, and like the back to running protocol is to simulate the like impact of running. So I just did that. Heel doesn't hurt while I'm jumping, but I can definitely feel it's a little bit more, like where the pain is a little bit more activated, shall we say. Anyway, I look lovely like this. I should have a glass of water. I try and drink 2 of my like 32-ounce Nalgene's a day. I've had 1. So before we can have the beer, we have to have 1 more thing of water. Not just a little glass. Tastes like good life choices. Anyway. Okay, yeah, what's up with the rest of my night? I want to make dinner, chicken and broccoli. Maybe some mushrooms too. I think I'm gonna saute everything. Normally I would like roast it all, but I think with mushrooms I'd rather saute a bit. And then obviously I need to shower. You don't want to see me cook anymore. Hey everybody, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I think I left you on Monday. I don't know. I didn't really do anything yesterday. I mean, I went to yoga and I worked, but that was kind of it. So not very interesting, not much to show you. Honestly, not much to show you today either, but I really liked this outfit. So I'm going to show you the outfit in the mirror. Yes, I work from home. Yes, I wore a suit today because I felt like wearing this suit. I love this suit and I wish that there were more opportunities to wear it. But yeah, so I mean, it's pretty simple. The suit itself, the blazer and the pants, they are Saison. I think they came last season. Anyway, I didn't even buy them as a set initially. I bought them separately because I think the blazer came out after the pants and I love them. This is actually like a little vest number from Zara. Relatively recent purchase. I think it was this year. Maybe, no, it was the end of last year. Yes, but it came in January, so sort of this year. And then the usual necklaces. Pretty much all my jewelry comes from Missoma. I am very loyal to that. It's one of the brands I just really, really love. Dirty Kids, as always. I should clean them. And then the t-shirt that's underneath is just Everlane, and they are some of my favorite t-shirts, especially this like slightly boxier cut. I really like it, and you can usually get them for about 20 bucks a piece, which is a pretty good price, especially because I really like Everlane as a brand as well. And that's it. I just really like this outfit. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, the belt, I don't know where it's from. Also, I was wearing it with my my Loewe puzzle which is the pride and joy of my bag collection, I think, even more than my Celine. I just love the brown and the yellow, and I think it's a great contrast against the blue of this suit, which I love. I love this suit. Anyway, tomorrow morning I have an 8 a.m. dentist appointment, so I'm kind of worried that this has set me back. I think I'm pretty positive, like 99% sure, that the temporary filling that they had in my crown came out over the weekend or like late last week. It was feeling really swollen and like infected yesterday. It's gone down a lot today, thank goodness. But yeah, they're supposed to go in tomorrow and like take everything out, put the new stuff in, and like close it up permanently. We'll see what they say. They might put me on antibiotics as well. I hate going on antibiotics. They're just really not great for you in terms of like, they can really screw up your system. I mean, obviously they're great for you if you have an infection, but you know, I would prefer to avoid antibiotics if I can, but we'll see what they say. I'm just hoping it doesn't set me back because I really don't want to continue going through this. I just want to be done with this dental saga of mine. And then, so that's tomorrow morning, which will be oh so fun. I did opt to get nitrous oxide because I just, as a reminder to myself, like, I don't need to go through that kind of thing. Like, it's okay. It's okay to get the thing and pay a little extra to get the thing that is going to make it a better experience, especially considering how much anxiety and like how much it impacts me. So we took a slightly easier route this time. And then, yeah, I have like a full day tomorrow. And then I also have PT on Friday morning at like 7 a.m. God, I'm hoping that we can start doing like little mini runs. You're supposed to start with like 1 minute of running and then 5 minutes of walking and stuff like that. So would be super cool to be able to do that. I'd be really delighted. So yeah, that feels like progress. That's a good thing. We'll catch up with you probably tomorrow after my dentist appointment, and I'll fill you in on how that went. Oh, you can't see me at all. We need a, I need a thing. Does that work? It's Thursday. Like I said yesterday, I check in after my dentist appointment. Honestly, I just feel super discouraged. Went in, like I think I said it yesterday, the temporary filling didn't last the 2 weeks, and yeah, went in today and they were like, yeah, it's still infected, so they've remedicated and put in a stronger temporary filling, and we're gonna go back next Thursday to do basically the same thing. And I think that if this doesn't clear it, then she mentioned something about surgery. I don't know what that entails. I don't know if that means they'd have to take the tooth or something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Either way, it's just really discouraging. I will say, I took the option for the nitrous, and that worked a lot better this time. I didn't cry. I was just mostly zoned out. I mean, it was still difficult and like hard because I hate the needles, but nobody likes having injections in their mouth. So yeah, so not really the progress we were hoping for. And on top of that, then I just got off the phone. We had been kind of playing around trying to get like timings and billings to work so that because my benefit year renewed. Well, we're trying to work around that. There's no guarantee that that is the case. And like, these are all really expensive. Like, these are easily just, you know, getting close to $2,000 a piece per tooth. And so it's just a lot of money, which is, you know, it's fine, it's doable, but it just means that like a lot of the other things I was hoping to do around my finances just isn't going to happen. And it's just, you know, nobody likes shelling out $2,000 out of pocket for their teeth. So it is what it is. We'll see. Who knows how it shakes out. Things shake out, you know. Sometimes they work, sometimes it's money out of pocket. We'll see. But yeah, I just feel really discouraged, and it's hard not to get into your head and blame yourself. And obviously I bear a lot of responsibility for not having gone to a dentist. And I think I've talked through it. Like, it's just a combination of bad teeth, bad habits, bad anxiety. Yeah. Anyway, did get some new things in the mail today because I ran out of my hair masks that I use, and Amazon didn't have them. Sometimes I buy them from my stylist, but she's far away, so I ordered some new ones to try. So this one is Inner Sense, and it's hydrating hair mask. I think Jessica recommended this. I think that's why I grabbed this, because it's organic. She's big on organic. I mean, I like organic as well. Just anyway, this one is organic. It should be good. It's for moisturizing. And then I've been liking Amika products and trying them more. So I got Amika's strength building one as well. So we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, it's a hair wash day. I have to leave for my other job in just a few minutes after I finish this soup. So I think I'm gonna put some oil in my hair, braid it, try not to look like a grease ball at work. But then when I come home tonight, I think I would benefit from taking a little bit more of a pampering shower when I get home from work tonight. I think that would help lift my spirits a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do. And that's really all I have to share with you. I did try the other day to do some macrame work. I've ripped it out. I've retied and ripped it out like a million times, but I feel like I'm getting better at this knot. And I really should just practice, but I was too lazy and didn't want to cut practice string because it's actually more work than you'd think. And yeah, so I've just been practicing on the bag, but I think I know what I want to make with it. And yeah, I think that'll be good. I've also ordered a Dutch oven finally, and I just fed my sourdough. So I think this weekend I'm also gonna make a sourdough. But this weekend is gonna be busy. I've got like an HOA meeting. I've got a dinner with a friend, which I need to text him about because we need to agree on a place. And I wanna work on my macrame. I wanna deep clean my living room because I haven't done, that's like the only room that hasn't been deep cleaned yet, and the closets. And I wanna make sourdough and do my macrame. Something I have been enjoying this week is, I think I mentioned it, but I can't remember what I mentioned ever. I downloaded, so I don't know if you know about the Libby app, but it's basically a library app, and you can get like digital versions of books and audiobooks and stuff for free, and it's all through your library. So you just check it out with your library card, and then it pairs with Kindle, so you can read it on your Kindle, or I have the Kindle app for iPad because that's what I use. So I got that all set up on my iPad. And then I downloaded, I've been wanting to read like people I haven't read a lot before. I've even been thinking about going through and reading like a bunch of books by a particular author. So like right now I started reading a book by Graham Greene called Our Men in Havana, which is supposed to be kind of this satirical comedy. It's set in like nuclear era Cuba. And anyway, it's interesting so far. I mean, it's not super enthralling, but I'll read like a chapter or two. They're pretty short chapters. So I'll read sort of the little scenes as they come through like a few minutes before bed. And it actually really does help get me ready for sleep. Like I feel tired afterwards, and yeah, that's a nice little bedtime routine I'm trying to start. Some people are really good about reading before bed. If it's a book I'm really into, I often won't sleep. And so much like starting a TV show, I'll just binge it. So this one is great because even though I'm like enjoying the book, I'm not so enthralled that I'm like must read, you know? So that's good. I think that's exactly where I want to be for a bedtime read. But yeah, that's been good. I'll check in with you soon. Hey friends. Happy Friday. Yeah, I left you in a pretty sad state yesterday, I'm aware. It's amazing what a little bit of sleep will do. I mean, I'm still feeling quite discouraged about the whole like tooth thing, but I had my PT appointment today, and the good news is that I'm cleared to start my running, and we did a little bit of running on the treadmill. Everything felt good. So, you know, that I was really enjoying it. Like I thought, oh, I'm gonna hate running, but I don't know, there's just something really, I just really love it. It took a long time to get there, but I really enjoy it, and it just made me feel happy, and like I could use my body the way that I want to, and it was just good. So things balance out. We'll see how it goes. I'm feeling a little sore today over here, but that's to be expected. So yeah, fingers crossed. I'm trying to be very careful. Not that I haven't been trying to be very careful, but yeah. Anyway, I'm just thought I'd check in with you because I have a few minutes before I need to leave the house. It was one of those moments where like I was getting ready and I thought I had time, and then I looked and the bus is like 1 minute away. There's no way I was gonna catch that. There's only one bus that goes where I needed to go. So I'm gonna have to Uber, but stay lovey. Yeah, anyway, I'm just enjoying today. It's like a nice, easy Friday. PT, got a little work done. We'll do a little bit more when I get back. And then ready for the weekend. I'm excited. I think I'm gonna spend some time with a few friends this weekend, having some girl time, but my plan is really to work on cleaning my house, and then I'm hoping to spend some time just like enjoying hobbies and people, and just having a really nice chilled weekend. So hopefully that'll happen. But right about now I am just about to head out the door, like I said, to meet some old coworkers for lunch. I like reconnected with one of my old coworkers like a couple of months ago, like last fall, and he organizes lunches with a group of other people, and so I've started attending those, and it's been really nice. I really enjoyed that crowd that I used to work with. It was like my first professional job back when I was in my 20s, and they were such a lovely group of people, are such a lovely group of people. I still work with the woman who gave me she gave me that job, and she's the one who helped me get into the company I currently work for. And yeah, it's just really nice to catch up with people you enjoy working with. And hopefully some of us will get to work together again sometime. But yeah, really looking forward to meeting up with those people. And that's kind of it. I'm wearing a fun outfit. I'll show you that. Of course, the light just kind of went away, but hopefully you can see. So I've got on the black Levi's ribcage that I'm obsessed with, and then this little crop top with the cute little scallop neckline and shoulder details. This is from Gap in this lovely buttercream yellow. Not normally a color I feel like I can pull off, but I thought I was okay with this one, and I like it with the blue a lot. I was going for some like fun color blocking. It's just a little bit more feminine than I normally go for with the scallop detail, so I thought it was fun. It was a pretty affordable addition to the closet for something new and kind of something to play with. The blazer is from Saison. You've seen it before. And then my Stod Shirley. These black boots are from Schutz, and they've been pretty good in my closet. Would recommend. Not the most comfortable for walking super long distances, but generally they've been holding up, and I like them quite a bit. So Misoma necklaces, as usual, just layered my 2 gold chains. And then these rings. This one is from a vendor I ran across in Chambéry when I went, France, when I went for Alexis and Stan's wedding. It's a little $15 ring. And then this one I got from a boutique down the street, and I really like that one. It's got that little moon and star. I get a lot of compliments on this one. So anyway, that is the outfit, and I think I'm gonna call my Uber because I've got about 15 minutes to get to lunch. So I will see you later this afternoon, or probably tomorrow actually, because I'm just working. You don't really need to see that. So we'll have more fun tomorrow. Look at that beautiful sourdough starter. It's risen a bunch. I already took the thing off, but that is a beautifully active sourdough starter. So I could use this, but I'm not ready to. And I need to feed it one more time just to make super sure. So I'm gonna feed this really quick. All right, that is Agatha fed and ready to hang out for a while. The hair tie just lets you know where you started, so we need it to be probably like up to here. And then we can start making the bread. We'll check in on Agatha. Look at how good she's doing. So we're about 4 hours later. I'll say a proper hello in a second, but starting to bubble nicely. You can see some bubbles around the outside. Yeah, she's a happy girl. So, proper good morning. Hi. Well, it's now like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So happy Saturday. And yeah, Agatha is doing good. Living her best life. I am hoping that she will rise really well in the next like 3 hours so that I can sort of start the process while I go out to dinner, but maybe not. Anyway, I might wait until I get back from dinner actually to start it, but then that means I'd be up really late and it's fine. I'm sure I'll figure it out. But anyway, yeah, this morning we just had our monthly HOA meeting. So I like woke up, said hello to Agatha with you, and then was in HOA meetings, and I've just been cleaning. You can hear the laundry in the background probably. That's kind of all that's been happening so far. It feels really good to get your bathroom clean. I really hate cleaning my bathroom. It's like my least favorite thing to do, but like, how do you get clean if your bathroom's not clean, right? Like, so you have to clean it. It has to stay clean, but it's my least favorite thing to do. So I did it today. If I stay on top of it, it's really easy to do. It's really not that hard. I shed a lot of hair, but that's pretty much it. I'm really not like, I'm not a girl who's got like makeup stuff everywhere and stuff like that. So, and no shade to you if you are, but I am a fairly tidy human and I don't even wear that much makeup. So like stuff just doesn't get on surfaces. So it's really easy to wipe up, and like if you stay on it, it's good, but I hate it. And I would much rather clean my kitchen, which does need to be done as well. But I'm kind of like, just wait till you're done baking to clean it, you know? So yeah, so I thought I would go for a walk before I get out and enjoy like the nice weather. Tomorrow's supposed to be gorgeous. Very excited for that. And also I have some Levi's jeans that just arrived that I ordered. One pair is just like a different color of the jeans I've been obsessed with, but the other pair is like a new style. So I want to try those on with you as well. And then I'm going to go to dinner with my friend Jason tonight. And I'm really excited to see him. He's got kids and stuff, and like we live different ends of the city, so it's not always easy to get to hang out, but he's definitely been kind of like almost like a big brother in a lot of ways, because he's a little bit older than me, but we met when I was in my 20s, and I think he was in his early 30s, maybe he was in his late 20s. I don't remember. We're a couple years apart, and so it's always been fun, kind of like a little sister or big brother kind of a vibe. And we like to go out and we like to dance, and one of my favorite bands is coming through town later this month, and I just bought 2 tickets, and I was like, Jason, we gotta go, and he's like, I can't, I'm on parenting duty, so too bad for him. It's gonna be a very busy summer, but a very fun summer, I hope. And yeah, anyway, let's get out and go for a walk. All right, y'all, several hours later, I need to get ready to go meet my friend for dinner, and I was hoping that I could get the sourdough bread started before I left. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to do it the way that I feel most comfortable doing it, so I think what I'm gonna do is allow Agatha to hang for a few more hours while I'm out to dinner, and then when I come back, hopefully she'll still be in like peak active stage. And then I can start the process of mixing the dough and doing the fold and like let it sit in the refrigerator overnight. And then I can cook it tomorrow. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. This is where we are with Agatha. She's very frothy. She's a frothy lady. She's about doubled in size, and I kind of want to know if she can get any bigger. If I come home, she's like started to deflate, I think I'll just feed her and then try tomorrow, because I can just do that tomorrow. And then I can bake the loaf at night and it'll be fine, because she'll like ferment overnight, and then I can do the stuff tomorrow. Worst case scenario is I put the bread in the oven on Monday morning instead of tomorrow morning. It's fine. Just learning the ropes. This would be totally fine if I didn't have to like leave right now. So anyway, I'm going to mark her with my little handy dandy, sorry, I always cut you off with the hand, little handy dandy thing so that I have like 2 of them to see where she's at. And then we're gonna get ready to go to dinner. I'm gonna try on those jeans really quick with you before we go. But yeah, so hold on 1 second while I do that and then we'll be trying on some new jeans. All right, there's Agatha. You can see the difference. Not quite double, but anyway, we'll see how she grows in the next couple hours. Very anxious sourdough mother. It's ridiculous. Okay, this is laundry. Let's try on these jeans. That was useful. Like I said, I ordered 2 pairs. So the first pair is just the same rib cage high rise. But I think I got this in a, what size did I get this in? Pretty sure this is a 32. Yes. So I got these in a 32 because I think this pair, they're probably in the wash. Anyway, the other pair I got, which is a medium wash. This is more of a light wash. The other pair, I wish this was a little lighter. It's not as light as the other pair I had. So I might decide to return these and get the lighter color still. Maybe not, we'll see. Okay, anyway. This is a little bit stiffer than the black material. So I thought I would order up. So in the black ones, I think I ordered 31. They are a little softer and have a little more give, which is random. These are a 30-29. That might be a little too small. I thought I ordered a 31. These are the ribcage straight leg ankle. Alright, well let's try them on. Okay, these are a 30 and 29 inch inseam, or maybe a 30 inch seam. You know what? I think I just messed up the order. I'm gonna have to look at my order because I don't think they sent me the right size, because there's no way I would have ordered a 29. These are 29 and I could have sworn I ordered a 31. So I will have to relook. Okay, yeah. I guess I just kind of underestimated the sizing on these. These are 30 wide, 29 long, and I definitely would need, I think, a 32 in these, which is funny because in the other black pair, I fit a 31, and these have more elastic in them, I think they said. They're also different cut. Are they a different cut? I don't know what I'm ordering anymore. So these are the rib cage, yeah. Okay. Okay, so good to know. For whatever reason, the pair of black ribcage jeans that I have, I can fit a 31 in, and I thought I must have been looking at a different pair or something like that. I had a total brain whoopsie, whatever you want to call it, when I ordered these. So I think that I would definitely need a 32 in these, so more like the other ones that I've gotten. There's like no stretch in them at all. I might be able to get away with the 31, but I think it'd be tight around here because this top button just barely, like I could force it, but it would be uncomfortable. And it doesn't fit through the hips at all. They're like way too tight. So I think a 32 would be best. And then in terms of length, like, I think I would want them just ever so slightly more cropped. These are 29 length, and I think I'd want them maybe like a 28. Can you see that? I just don't like it. I think I don't like it. Yeah, I don't even want to like exchange them. I'm just gonna send them back because I just don't think that they're for me. And I will keep looking. I think I'd like something a little tighter, maybe more like a boot cut and more cropped. So I'll just keep looking, but bummer. All right, let's try these other ones. Okay, yep, these are perfect. I love these jeans. These are like definitely my favorite jeans of all time. Well, not this particular pair, but this cut. I just love them. So again, ultra high rise, which is great for somebody who has a long torso. This is the 32, so they are comfortable, like there's room, but not, like they're not falling down by any means. They fit great in my hips. Yeah, I really love these jeans. I feel like they were cut for my body, so that's great. This wash is good. I think it's pretty light. Let's see, other jeans I have that are light wash. This is a little bit lighter. I was hoping for a wash that's a little bit more like this. This is a bit darker. I think they might have a pair that's a little bit more like this. This is a pair of Zara jeans. This is pretty close. This is a little darker. I mean, I think I'm just gonna have like every shade of these jeans by the time I'm done because I really like them. All right, well, I don't know about the black ones, but yeah. The question is, what do I want to wear to dinner tonight to see Jason? What is the temperature? It's 53 and should be dry. We're just going for Thai food at this really good restaurant. I mean, it's, what is it called? What is it called? It's one of my favorite Thai restaurants in Seattle. It's got everything on the menu. This is what it's called, Bangkok Market. One of my favorite Thai restaurants. Let's see, do I want to wear these tonight? It'll be a casual dinner, but I like to dress up. Should I wear the little red crop? Maybe the little red crop with the motorcycle jacket and... What does this go? I mean, they're definitely not the same red, but they're going to be far enough apart that it might not matter. Huh. I don't like this wash of jeans with this top. Maybe I should wear the black jeans? I was like, wear boots. Okay, yeah, I like the black much better. Don't know why, couldn't tell you, but I do. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. I'm gonna put this one on the bus because I don't have time. Definitely raspberry. And I think that's gonna have to be it. So I will see you when we get home and we will work on the sourdough. Okay, I am back from dinner. It is now, the kitchen is such a mess. It's now 9:30. Well, 9:40. And Agatha is just about to start dropping, or has started dropping just a little bit. So we're just starting to lose a little bit of the activity, and I think it's still fine to use, but I wouldn't want to push it much further. So I'm going to quickly get this bread dough made so I can start doing the stretch and fold, the bulk fermentation, and then in the morning I can bake a fresh loaf of bread, which is perfect. That's exactly what I want to be able to do. So I need to clear a little space first. Okay, so on the way home I calculated my recipe. So I'm making a 500-gram loaf of bread, total flour weight. So I need first, in the big bowl, where I'm going to be doing most of the mixing, I want equal parts whole wheat and white. All right, that's pretty on the nose. So we want to get our total flour weight to 450. Almost there. There we go. then we want 10 grams of sea salt. Now we need 350 grams of water, room temperature. And then we want to take Agatha. Yeah, she's dropping, so we gotta take her. Ideally, we would have used Agatha about an hour and a half to 2 hours ago, but c'est la vie. It'll still be fine. And we're looking for 100 grams of starter. Just a little bit more. A little bit too much. That's all right. Being off by a gram isn't going to kill anybody. I can combine. So this is going to be a 70% hydration. Some of them said to go for 80, but I heard somebody say, like, if you're new to sourdough, to maybe start with a lower hydration, just because the dough can be really sticky. So I think 80 is as high as you really want to go. So 70 is like a pretty reasonable. Somebody said you could go as low as 60, but I thought that was probably a little too low because you want it to steam when you're cooking it. You can kind of hang out here for a minute. This is very sticky, very sticky. And I'd like to see it a little bit more worked together. But it's come together decently. Yeah, I think this is decent. Okay, that really didn't take much time. I mean, honestly, it's pretty easy. So you can see what this dough looks like. It's pretty sticky. You can kind of see. But yeah. It's very sticky, actually. All right, let's let that sit for 30 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll start the stretch and folds. Meanwhile, I'm gonna feed Agatha again because she's a hungry girl. Okay, 30 minutes later, this is what it's looking like. This needs to stretch and pull a little bit, and I think I'm gonna do a few rounds because stretch and pull numero dos. Oh, it's doing a little better. Fold number 3. my battery that I was filming with died, so I didn't show you like the last 2, maybe 3 polls, but essentially I just repeated that process, and then after the last one, I've put it out on a floured surface, and I did some shaping, basically pulling it into a rectangle, and then folding that over, and then rolling it into kind of like a Swiss cake roll kind of a vibe, and then I patted it into this like circular shape. So that needs to sit here for about 20 minutes. And then this is something I ordered. Everybody has been saying you need a banneton, basically a bread basket, to let it proof in. So I got this off of Amazon. I will link it below. But I put a bunch of flour in here, and it should keep the bread from sticking. But eventually our next step is to let this hang out for a bit. Then I will put it in there. Well, this is sorry, let me back up. This is like rest it, shape it. We have to do like another kind of tension building thing where I basically like tuck the edges underneath and try and build up surface tension on the bread surface, obviously. And then we turn it upside down, put it in there, and then it will proof in there in my refrigerator overnight or for another several hours. And then I'll take it out in the morning, let it sit and warm up, and then it goes in, dun, 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 my brand new beautiful Dutch oven. I ordered this. I said I was looking for one and I didn't find one I liked, so I ordered one off of Amazon from Lodge. Really, I mean, I thought about getting Le Creuset, but it's sort of like, it's so expensive. And is Le Creuset really that much better than some of the other, like, I think it's like Stub and Lodge, like, anyway. Also, I just wanted the color I wanted. It matches my kitchen. Can you tell? Yeah. Okay. I'm getting kind of delirious because I'm so tired, but I need to shower. And then when I'm done, I can come get this bread in the thing, and then we can finally go to bed. All right. I am showered and ready for bed. This is ready for the fridge. We will see you in the morning. Oh, good morning. Yeah, I look great. I know, don't worry. Anyway, it's like about 10 a.m. I could have slept a lot longer, but here we are. This is the dough. Taking it out of the refrigerator. Sat overnight. Doesn't seem like it really rose at all. I'm increasingly concerned. I'm giving this, I thought like yesterday, kind of midday, I would have said I had like an 80% chance of getting a good loaf, and now I think it's maybe like a 40% chance of getting a good loaf, if I'm honest. So, but hey, it's my first time. So also, I think I might have needed to put more starter in. I think I should have put more starter in. Oh well. I'm preheating the oven with the Dutch oven in there, as they said to do, and I'm gonna flip this over and score it and let it just kind of sit for a while the oven is heating, and then it's bake time. In the meantime, I've got cold coffee, and I'm gonna go watch some YouTube because I want to catch up on some of my favorite creators. So okay, well, at this point we just need to trust the process and cross our fingers. So I'm gonna give this maybe another 20 minutes to hang out here, and then it goes in the oven. Okay, 20 minutes later, it is the moment of truth. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that looks pretty good. Can you see? Let me show you a little bit better. Look at that. I think that did okay. All right, it goes back in for 20 more minutes. And then we get to let it cool. Ooh, one thing I want to do. I heard that there's often a tendency to have the bottom burn, and you can put the pan in there to kind of protect it from the heat a little bit and keep the bottom of your bread from burning. So we're gonna try that trick. 20 more minutes, and we've got bread. And it's time to take it out. Oh, that's lovely. Actually, something I heard suggested is to let it cool inside the oven with the oven cracked. So I'm gonna do that. All right, I am waiting for my friends to come over so we can go for a little afternoon walk around because it's so beautiful out. But look at this gorgeous loaf of bread. It's so good. Let's see how it fared on the inside. Looks nice. Start your bread knife. Moment of truth. Okay, I would say that's not too bad a texture for a first attempt, right? Like, it's a little denser than I'd like it to be. So I think I needed a better starter, but like, yeah, it's pretty close texture. So I think the issue is that I either needed to ferment it a little longer or my starter needed to be a bit more active. I did use Agatha kind of as she was on the downward side of her activity, but still not bad. Like, that's pretty decent bake. You can see there's some pretty good aeration here. I'd like it to look a little bit more open. This is a little dense. But yeah, I mean, whole wheat, 50-50 whole wheat, white flour. It's got a decent amount of spring to it, but it feels kind of dense. So I think not a bad first attempt. Could be a little better. I'm sure it'll taste great. Anyway, I am gonna end the vlog here so that I can enjoy the rest of the afternoon with my girlfriends. We're just gonna, like I said, go for a walk, make some dinner, do some crafting, and chill. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.